So what is AutoSD? So AutoSD stands for Automotive Stream Distribution. It is the open source variant of Red Hat's automotive operating system, which is called Rivals. Basically, Rivals as a product is generated from operating system that is tailored for the automotive industry. So we basically got our base, which in this case, CentOS Stream, and we tailored it up to the automotive industry in order to to address its architectural needs. Our operating system was tailored to run the data center, so we tailored it to run on the car as well. AutoSD also contains very specific features that is not part of the CentOS, so it has a real-time kernel. It contains a hypothetical mixed critical orchestration architecture, so it can serve as we want it to be a reference Linux automotive platform for any open source project there is around. So the goal for the integration project of AutoSD in Eclipse SDV is to use that open standardized automotive tailored platform so it can serve as a foundational platform for Eclipse SDV projects to be used as a development platform or to run blueprints. So you have a very solid and foundational operating system that's going to be used eventually as a product as well. So an open source project, a project owner can have access to can test their projects into a real automotive architecture that's going to be used in production. We also want to eventually be able to allow CI/CD and pipeline testing to real hardware, automotive hardware that we have, and we have another project called Jumpstarter. So we want to use that integration project together with this Jumpstarter, which is also open source. So project owners can also not only test their solutions, applications in AutoSD, but also test in AutoSD on top of a real automotive hardware, which those are not easy to get access to. So this way we can provide an end-to-end integration solution to open source projects in Eclipse SDV. It's a Linux distribution, so all the tooling requires Linux. Those challenges can be overcome by using containers. So you can use Linux containers on Windows or on Mac. So our tooling works with those. So you can overcome that barrier basically using either Docker or Podman. I'd say the other challenge is the learning curve. So our tooling is basically greenfield. There's a learning curve on how to build an image, how to deploy things. Do you need to build a package? Can you just deploy a container? So I would say there's a moderate learning curve. This integration project is a good opportunity to reduce that barrier, the learning curve barrier, by provide documentation or maybe even more tooling tailored for the Eclipse SDV working group as well. So we already have some kind of pilot running Eclipse's core, where we have images being built for a core and provide a way that they can test their components in GitHub Actions. So we want to replicate that model with other Eclipse SDV projects. So initially we'll be basically driving how to deploy one or two blueprints in AutoSD. With that integration project, we hope to bring more people into looking for running personal platform that will sure be helping as much as we can, and eventually bringing more contributions to the project. For future of SDV, I think I expect open source to be a driving force behind it. So instead of companies, OEMs, and so on, they keep rebuilding the same middleware, even the same OS layer over and over again. I expect for them to leverage and contribute together in common open source components, so they are able to, you don't need to reinvent the wheel every single time. That goes for both operating system and middleware. I think that Eclipse SDV plays a pivotal role as a neutral organization in bringing different companies, maybe even competitors, working together. And I also think AI will play a big role in the future of SDV, because eventually we're all talking about self-driving cars in the end. I don't know, there are several challenges in running AI in a car, and I think Linux plays an essential role in here, because basically all training models, everything is built on Linux. And Linux has been working on creating safeguards on how process should not interfere with each other, isolation of process applications, and that's going to be crucial to run AI and agentic AI in the car, to ensure that an AI agent will not interfere with another process, especially if you take safety qualification into consideration. And we want AutoSD to be one of those platforms that can do it.